Hey, I'm Victoria Birch, born and raised right here in Ruston, Louisiana, a town with tons of flavor and charm all its own. It's the artists, the makers, the hidden gems, and the stories that give this place its heartbeat. We're tuning in to what makes Ruston feel like Ruston, the people, the places, and the pulse of our community. This is The Vibe.
You're here today to meet an artist whose work has just as much personality as she does. Lorretta Owens is known for her bold originality and inspiring artists to chase their creative dreams. All right, Miss Lorretta, you're known for your creativity and your originality. Tell us about how you got started.
Well, that's a good question. I've liked doing things all my life, but I did not start painting until I was 40. And I had heard that life began at 40, and I had met Douglas Walton at a Chamber of Commerce leadership graduation. And I walked in, and it was in Irma's. You remember when Irma had that little place downtown to eat?
I don't think I'm old enough for that.
That may have been before your day, but I walked in and there were watercolor paintings hanging all over the wall, and none of them were framed. And I had been to an art show that he had done that was at Tech. He'd come back from Egypt and had these huge camels. And I had never seen watercolor that was that vibrant. And I'd always heard that it was really hard. But I was captured by his philosophy and by what he talked about at that leadership thing. He said, well, I teach all summer long for just 2 weeks at Tech. You should come take a class. And I said, you teach for just 2 weeks at a time? And he said, yeah, I do. One of the things that intrigued me the most was that he said that he could believe in someone until they could believe in themselves. And I thought that is a very rare gift. And I really wanted to know about that.
You're like, I want to experience that.
Oh, I told him, I said, well, I don't like the way I draw. And I thought he said, I can teach you to draw in an hour. And I thought, you don't have a clue what you got to do if you think you're going to teach me to draw in an hour.
And how old were you at this time?
I was 40.
So you were 40?
I was 40 years old.
Wait, so did he teach you to draw in an hour?
He had me drawing in an hour, and there's a big difference in teaching someone to draw and having you draw in an hour. And he said, draw big and start with the eye. So I started drawing. I draw this lady. Well, I drew her garment, and in about 15 minutes, I didn't know what else to do. I'd done everything I needed to do. So then, and Doug made a rendezvous around. He goes, bigger, 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 bigger. That's all he said. So the next one, I really did try to do bigger. And then at the end of that, we put our drawings out on the floor for everybody to see, and he critiques them. And he got to mine, and I thought, what is he going to say about this? And he said, you just need to do bigger. It's fine.
So your aesthetic, because your art has a very unique feel. I've never seen anything like it. When you first started on that paper, did you have that same feel, or has that grown as you continued art? You know what I mean?
The only way I could do it.
I love that.
And Doug told me, he said, Loretta, you have a style of your own. And he taught that your difference is your significance.
For sure.
And he told me that enough that I finally believed it. And now I love what I do.
I love it too. I think it's funny how you started drawing so small, because your art now is so big and flamboyant and colorful. And I just love that.
Well, it was always pretty flamboyant. And plus, we had fluorescent paint. And I overdid the fluorescent paint
I love
for a while. But the fluorescent paint is supposed to be used as seasoning,
Mm-hmm.
and I used it as a main ingredient.
Well, we're in the South and we love seasoning. There's nothing wrong with seasoning too
It
much.
was a little too much.
So you've always had your signature style since the very beginning. I think that's great.
Well, he told me I did.
Mm-hmm. So is it true? Does life begin at 40?
It does.
That's good news for me.
You have just a few years to wait.
Yeah. I'll look forward to my 40s, then maybe I'll have a revelation of what I'm doing in life.
Well, actually, I've always tried to live life.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say that I wanted to live every day of my life. I wanted to live. I did not want to just survive or just, that was a goal of mine from when I was very young.
Do you feel like you've accomplished that?
Well, I'm working at it.
I think you have.
I'm not sure you ever accomplished.
So when do you think in your artist career do you really felt that you were confident in your artwork?
Oh, my goodness.
Doug said he was going to believe in you until you believed in yourself. So when do you think you accomplished
I don't
believing in
know.
yourself?
I don't know. It was a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And I never would say I'm an artist. That was one of the hardest things for me to ever speak out of my mouth, was to say, when people would ask me what I did, I was a homemaker, I volunteered, I did all this stuff in the community and all this stuff at the church. And to say that I'm an artist was huge for me.
Because your art, it just exudes confidence to me.
There was a lady that had connections in Ruston that was from Dallas, and she was very accomplished and was in that first class with me. And we had a show at the end of the class, and she told me two things. She said, remember that there are going to be two kinds of people that really love your work. And it's going to be children and the most sophisticated of art people. And she said
That makes me feel very sophisticated because I love your art.
Well, you should be.
Or maybe I'm a child. I don't know.
Maybe a combination of both. But she told me, she said, the rest are pedestrians. And she said, don't listen to what they say. Mm-hmm. Don't be influenced by their response to your things, because your work is so different.
Mm-hmm. It was just kind of looking back, I've grown up with your artwork all in our house, because my mom has so many of your pieces.
Well, she probably is one of my biggest fans.
It's probably influenced me in a way because it's so happy and different. And if anyone knows me, our house, we embrace different and happy and uniqueness. So it was always something I was drawn to as a kid, which I guess they said children would be drawn to it and sophisticated people.
Right.
So I'm both.
That's right.
I'm an adult, sophisticated child.
That's right.
So were you born and raised here in Ruston?
I am a native. Mm-hmm. And I was born in that old hospital building that's down on the south side of town.
The one that's been for sale ever?
Yes, I was born in that place. I'm an antique. And Ruston's always been a really unique place.
No, Ruston's a great place. I knew when I was going to have a daughter that I wanted to come home and raise her. All right, so every artist has a story of how your art connected with the people for the first time. Like yours went viral on Etsy.
Yes.
Yes. Tell us a little bit about that.
That was quite a while after I had started painting. Mm-hmm. I had a friend who wanted to learn how to do, how to start a business online. Mm-hmm. She was already in marketing, and she was very savvy. And she said, can I use you as a guinea pig? And I said, what do you want me for a guinea pig? She said, well, I'd like to start a website. And I said, oh, okay. Because she said, you have the volume of work. She said, I don't have enough.
You do have a volume
and
of work.
I did have a volume. So she started working on it, and she came down here one afternoon, and she said, I'm going to make a video, a TikTok video. I didn't even know what a TikTok video was. So she came in, and she didn't interview me, but she walked around and took videos.
Mm-hmm.
And she posted it about 4 o'clock that afternoon. I think it was on a Tuesday. It was either Monday or Tuesday. And at 10 o'clock that night, she called me and she said, we've got to open you an Etsy store. And I said, what is an Etsy store? Well, that was an online thing too. I didn't know anything about it. And she said, I'm going to stay up tonight and make an Etsy store. Well, she had a son that she stayed up part of the night and he finished it. And at 8 o'clock, I was on the phone to the bank to open a new bank account, because we had to have a bank account associated with that. I still didn't really know what it was. And then she called me and she said, we've got to open this store because I've got people wanting to know where to buy this.
So before this, you've only ever sold at shows?
Just locally,
You never sold online?
No.
That was your first experience online?
Yes, it was. And so then she called me and she said, you have gone viral. And I said, what
is that?
What is that? And she said, well, you've got all these people. And they were people from all over, people even in different parts of the world. And one of the stories that she told when she was in here, she said, all of this work is Loretta's, and her children want to know what they're going to do with it when something happens to her. And she told them to just take some to the service when she died and celebrate her life by giving both people that come a painting to take home. And she said, I had people that were calling, wanting me to notify them when I died so that they could come to the funeral and get a painting.
So you went viral, and did you sell a bunch of paintings?
Yeah, we did. We sold a lot. And of course, I thought I needed to write a thank you note to everybody. Mm-hmm. Well, I don't think they really wanted you to do that, but she gave me the addresses and I'd write a thank you note. Mm-hmm. So I painted and wrote thank you notes.
I think that's perfect.
And I had people that would go online and go, I even got a thank you note from the artist. And I thought, well, that's just what you do.
I know, it makes it more special and personable for people who are buying your pieces.
Sitting down with Lorretta Owens was an experience I won't forget. From the moment I walked into her studio, I could feel her energy, warm, genuine, and full of life. Every painting, every brushstroke carries a piece of who she is, her love for people, her passion for storytelling, and her deep appreciation for the world around her. As I looked through her artwork, I could see Ruston woven into it all. The colors, the spirit, the sense of community. It's clear that this town helped shape her creativity, and in return, she's helped shape the creative heartbeat of Ruston itself. Loretta isn't just an artist, she's an inspiration. Her originality reminds us that art isn't just something we see, it's something we feel. And it's people like her who truly make up the vibe of Ruston.